Morning YouTube, it's Hatch61 here. Been seeing in the news lately a lot of people that have been out on hikes and never make it back. I mean, it's a very sad thing. I mean, I've hiked all my life. I've been in the woods, 50 plus years, and I always think that, how can that happen? How can someone go out and, never come back? Weren't they prepared? Weren't they whatever? And I'm thinking to myself, well, what am I? Am I prepared? When I go hiking, I always have this with me. I mean, it's a little sling pack. It's made by Maxpedition. It's called the Fat Boy. It carries enough stuff, and I'll show you later on what I got in there, but it carries enough stuff that I think I'd be safe overnight, but you never know. So tonight's going to be the test. I'm out here in the New England woods. It's going to be probably down in the 20s, mid-20s tonight, and I'm going to set up camp and see how I make out, see if I make it the whole night. So I always think, how can this happen? How can these people not make it out? But I want to test and see if I'll make it out. It's going to be a decent night. It's going to be clear and cold. No precipitation of any kind. But we'll see how I make out. So I'll get back with you in a little bit. Well, I made it through the night. Got down to about 25 degrees. A little chilly. Not too bad. Been in worse. I want to show you what I keep in this little Maxpedition bag. Like I said, I bring this along every time I go on any kind of a hike at all. Even if it's just out to local trails or whatever, I always bring this along. And what I have in here is a couple different pockets here. This pocket here, you can put a cell phone in it or anything you want. I tend to put a filter straw in there. I have a knife in there. I have more paracord in there. A couple of Sharpies. If you want any more detail on any of this stuff, just ask. And I'm just trying to give you a quick rundown of what I have. Inside this pouch is I have my Leatherman Charge. I mean, I never go anywhere without a Leatherman. Leatherman Charge, very great to have along. Over here, attached to the pouch, I always have a traditional compass. That's what I was taught on. That's what I learned on. Never runs out of batteries. Never lets you down. Great thing to have along. Over here, I have a Streamlight AA flashlight. Works great. Very bright. Inside this pouch is all my fire starting gear. I have, everything you need to start a fire in any kind of conditions. That's always in there. Came in handy last night because I was able to boil up a little water, do a little cooking, stuff like that. A little creature comfort there. In the main pouch, well, first in the zippered compartment, I have a wire saw. I have zip ties, and I also have a fishing kit in there. All very handy. Inside here, I have a couple power bars. I've got spare batteries. I've got Ziploc bags. And here is all first aid, tissues, more power bars. Mostly first aid though, and care type stuff. Inside the main pouch, I have an Nalgene bottle of water. Got a couple different SOL emergency blankets, which I used one of those last night. I also have a couple of the SOL two-person bivvies, which I used last night, one of these. Got a stainless steel cup to cook in. And I also bring along, this is always here too, my Eno hammock. Worked out great last night. You gotta get used to, I've been using hammocks for a while now, so I'm sort of used to how to keep warm in them and everything else. With cold air traveling underneath you all night, you do get cold. The SOLs help a lot. They really do. They reflect about 90% of your body heat. They weigh nothing. When you come along, this Eno packs down into this tiny little pouch that you see here. But you tend not to do that because ends up in about the size of a softball. So what I do is I just take it, once I've packed everything else inside here, I take this and I just cram in all the little available spots, and believe it or not, everything fits in this little tiny thing. It doesn't weigh a whole lot. You barely know you're carrying it. It's a cross draw type carry. One other thing. God forbid I leave it out. Inside this back pouch, this is called the concealed carry pouch. Maxpedition has these in most of their bags. I carry a spare magazine, firearm, and the firearm also has its own light, so that comes in handy. But it's a great little bag. Has everything you want. Kept me comfortable last night, so now at least I have a little bit of confidence that when I do go out on a hike, God forbid something does happen, I am able to make it through the night at least and get back, and you know, some sort of comfortable way for the night. So all I'm saying is, when you go out there, be prepared somewhat. I'm not saying people that end up getting hurt or getting lost or, you know, passing away on the trail aren't prepared, but try to have whatever you're going to need to make it as a comfortable thing, comfortable night, comfortable day. Just have some key things available. I mean, what I found too is stay put. I mean, if you're on the trail and all of a sudden you realize, hey, I'm lost, I don't know where I am. I mean, stay put, start a fire, have your fire kit, you know, send up some smoke, make it a nice smoky fire. Someone's gonna find you. If you just keep wandering around, you know, I don't think they're gonna have as good of a chance of finding you. But go out there, be prepared. You know, no family wants to get the notice that, you know, their family member went out there for an enjoyable day and just never came back. So be safe, have fun, prepare yourself, and enjoy the outdoors. Hatch 61. Thanks for coming along, and have a great day. Bye-bye.